Samoa Joe and the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. Tonight, you two are going to go on a bond tonight. After a massive win against Yokozuna last week on Raw, what about you handle a 2-on-1 handicap match tonight? As you two are going to team up tonight again against the Club, Gallows, Anderson and AJ Styles in on 2-on-1 handicap match tonight. And remember to save your differences for the Rumble. You only got 2 weeks until you can tear each other apart. Okay, boss. Remember, Joe, to shake my hand out there after our victory tonight. Look, guys. Okay, boss. I'll see you out there tonight, partner. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, and we are live here today in the city of Goldfield here for Raw here tonight. And we're only 2 more weeks away until the Royal Rumble itself. My name is Michael Cole with Corey Graves and Brian Saxton, and these two gentlemen are here with me, play-by-play commentators that happens every single week here on Monday Night Raw. And these are the official announcements that are going to happen here for tonight's show. As you just heard from Eric Bischoff, that the WWE World Champion Bobby Lashley Almighty will team up again against Samoa Joe due to the impressments they had from last week when those two defeated Yokozuna in a 2-1 handicap match. But this time around it's going to be on a 3v2 handicap match as the Club, Styles, Gallows and Bobby Lashley Almighty, the World Heavyweight Champion, and Samoa Joe. And also tonight as well, that Seth freaking Rollins is going to say some words here tonight before his match with John Cena for the WWE Television Championship in 2 more weeks from now. And we're going to hear from him to address to the WWE Universe before his match with Cena in 2 weeks from now. Let's get the show underway here. The first matchup, ladies and gentlemen, here on Raw. And we have here today the House of Black. The House of Black, of course, are coming to the ring in action here tonight. It's going to be a very jam-packed action, of course, here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the House of Black. And these two are making their first in-ring matchup on Raw after when Malachi Black appeared 2 weeks ago and appeared and distracted the Viking Raiders and even put green mist on the eyes of Eric. And then the second week on Monday Night Raw last week, Malachi Black was in a match with Eric. However, the match was actually, the lights turned off in the arena, and then Brody King appeared and distracted Eric, and then obviously Malachi Black got the victory and won that matchup last week on Raw. And this week these two are a tag team and on their way to the ring at a combined weight of 429 pounds. I give to you Malachi Black and Brody King, the House of Black. Yeah, the House of Black are coming to the ring. Finally, we're going to have these two duos are going to team up together to be in this tag team match at the House of Black. And we know the House of Black, we all know since what happened obviously 2 weeks ago when Malachi Black put green mist, spit green mist in the eyes of Eric last week. He defeated Eric while Brody King distracted him at ringside. When the lights went out and the lights went back on again, Brody King appeared and the lights went off again, and then he disappeared, and then out of nowhere Malachi Black won the matchup when he kicked him in the face. And now here comes the Viking Raiders, and this is going to be a very interesting one. It's going to be a very big jam-packed action, of course, of entertainment. And let's get straight into it. So here we go. On their way to the ring, a combined weight of 552 pounds. Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders. And the Viking Raiders are coming to the ring right now in action. It's going to be quite interesting right here, right now. as we know these two are going to really team up together and really dominate the tag team force here in the WWE. And Ivar and Eric are going to do that right here, right now. A big, huge domination is going to be for these two individuals here today. And could they destroy the House of Black? So what the House of Black have done to the Viking Raiders the last couple of weeks here on Raw. And we know that they really want payback after what the House of Black done to them, as they really were distracted by these two clowns who came to the ring first. And you see how it comes down to this matchup, this tag team matchup, the kick-off Monday Night Raw. And here we go. And let's get this contest underway right here, right now. Interesting. Yeah, very good match right here, right now. Let's get it underway. Tag team action. Here we go. We got it here. It's Eric and Brody King. Here we go. Let's get this contest underway right here. And it's between these two gentlemen are in the ring right here. Now, oh my god, now Brody King just bodied right there Eric. And just stamps on top of him right there and kicks him. Now, oh, big punch right there from Eric. And now Eric right here. Now, oh, trying to jump on top of Brody King there, but couldn't. Neck breaker. Yeah, neck breaker. And now just kicks him right into the back right there. Now, big clothesline right there from Brody King. And Brody King, they're kicking off the matchup so nicely right there. And now, kick right in the midsection. Oh, right into the back. Look at that, look at Eric right there, now getting whacked here by Brody King. Uppercut. Now again, another one again. Now hammer right into the back right there. And now big clothesline. Oh, now Eric kicked him right into the face. Now punching right into the face right here. And now it looks like me, Brody King now. Oh, he's reversing it here. Going on to Eric. And goes and power drives him down. Yeah, nice right there. Now tag now to Malachi Black. And Malachi gets tagged in here from Brody King. And Ivar now gets into the ring right here. Malachi and Ivar are both in the ring right here. And this is, oh my god, big suplex right there from Ivar there to Malachi Black. Very nice. And then drops him right there. And now what's he going to do? Going to go on to the top of the turnbuckle here and trying to jump on top of him right there, but he couldn't. And drop kick right there from Malachi there to Ivar. And now dropped him down to the mat. And now big boot again. And now tossed him outside of the ring. That's nice. That's a one right there. Now two. And now, oh, knee right into the face right there. And now, the pin here from Malachi, kick out there from Ivar. Stamps on top of him right there. Oh, knee in the face right there. And now, another drop again from Brody King. Now Brody King. Now stamps on top of him right there. And now, into the corner. Clothesline. Yeah, sort of corner right there. And now caught him right in his leg right there and just turned on him. And now pulled in the hair and face first and on the mat. Yeah, very nice right there, I've got to say. And now a bit of whacked uppercut right there from Brody King. Now Brody King now really just kicking on here, just kicks him right in the mid area right there again. Now clothesline. And that's going to be, oh, net breaker could have been, but he couldn't. And now Brody King now will throw some jabs right here. Another boot right into the side of the face. Oh, what a cover turn right there. Took him out. And punched right at the side of the face right there. Whacked him. Now pin right now. Kick out right there from Brody King. And now whacking the uppercut right to the side of the face. And now there you go. Oh, a clothesline right there. Now, what's it doing? Now, elbow right into the midsection right here, right now. Clothesline. Now, tag right there to Eric. And Eric gets tagged in here. Now, all trying to clothesline him right there. He's pulling his hair in the corner right. Oh, head first into that turnbuckle. And now Eric right there with those big headbutts right into that midsection. And now, oh, now chops right there. And now, oh, just stamped on his chest right there now. Now Eric right now, oh, he's trying to leave him in the head, but he got out of the way from that there, Brody King. Brody King now fights back here and takes him down on the mat. We have Braun Strowman just came from the crowd here, the monster among men, and just took out Ivar. And now he's got his eyes focused on the other half of the Viking Raiders now, Eric. Oh my god, now Braun Strowman goes in clotheslines Eric down onto the mat and drop kicks him. And now he's focused on the House of Black, staring at them. And now Alistair Black and Brody King are running away from Braun Strowman. Oh my god. And now it looks like to me that Braun Strowman's going to get a microphone, of course, in the ring. And let's hear what he's got to say here on Raw. It's good to be back on Monday freaking Raw. And I'm going to enter myself in the Royal Rumble on January the 28th. And it's all confirmed that Braun Strowman will be a part of that 30-man Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble itself in 2 weeks from now. That's going to be huge. And let's go down to our second matchup here, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw, as we have Dolph Ziggler coming out here. And we know he's got some big problems, of course, with Austin Fury and Omos, as we know that last week, Dolph Ziggler last week tried to attack Austin Fury after his victory against Ricochet last week on Monday Night Raw. But however, it was all backfired as Omos came to the ring and power dropped him down on the mat. And I'm so surprised that he's not even paralysed yet after that impact that he had from Omos last week after the match when he actually defeated Ricochet at last week's event that Austin Fury did. And having Dolph Ziggler come to the ring and try to attack Fury, that was probably a bad idea from Dolph Ziggler, I've got to say, to have Omos there with him. And that's probably a bad idea. But tonight, it's been scheduled by Eric Bischoff that he is finally going to have his match with Austin Fury here right now, here on Monday Night Raw. And here he comes, Austin Fury. Here he is, the hottest prospect, the future WWE World Champion in the years to go by. And on his way to the ring, weighing in at 218 pounds, he is A-Town, accompanied by Omos Fury. And Austin Fury, or Fury himself, we all know that last week he did actually defeat Ricochet last week on Monday Night Raw. But however, on the other hand, we know that Dolph Ziggler was the one who came to ringside and tried to beat down Austin Fury after his victory with Ricochet, as he was very, very upset, I think Dolph Ziggler was when he defeated him. Then, however, Omos was the one who power dropped him last week. But at least Austin Fury's got protection. At least Omos, the guy, is protecting Austin Fury to be his insurance policy here on WWE soil. So in a way, it's huge for him in his young career at the age of 25 to have some alliance with a giant name as Omos. So let's get straight into it here on Monday Night Raw. Finally, we're going to get this action underway. Singles match between Dolph Ziggler and Austin Fury. And here we go, let's get straight into it. It's Austin Fury here and Dolph Ziggler. And let's get this contest underway right here, right now. And Dolph Ziggler, the show off here, is going to be in this matchup. Big match itself for him. And Dolph Ziggler going up against Fury. Interesting matchup, big matchup on the cards. And trying to drop kick him there, he couldn't. And now it looks like me, Austin Fury now hammering right in the back right there. Huge hammers right in the back. And now he's caught his leg right there and he just turned him right there down. And now it looks like Dolph Ziggler right there now picking him up. And now he's trying to do a little tussle right there. Now throws him out of the ring. And it looks like Dolph Ziggler really take it out outside of the ring here. These two have got some personal beef with one another. They go way back to the SummerSlam, well, 6 to 7 months ago, and they're really taking it into the new year. Well, since we have no Raw for the last 6 months, obviously they both really want to get their hands with each other. And finally they take it out here at ringside here. And they're right in front of us there on the commentary booth, and these two are really beating each other up. And the referee is counting to 10 here, so they both got to get back to the ring, or they both get counted out. And with Dolph Ziggler, the zigzag, he's going to get into the ring as slow as possible. And now Fury trying to go after him with a clothesline here. And now Dolph Ziggler now has got him on top of him and throws him onto that turnbuckle right there. And now he's just tossed him into the mat right there. And now it looks like Dolph Ziggler now has got his eyes set, his attentions here. And let's see what he can do. Now chop right into the chest right here. And now it looks like Fury right now hammering right there. Another knee into the midsection. And now headbutt right into the side of the face right there. And now kicking right into that midsection. And now Austin Fury, oh God, caught him there. Dolph Ziggler had turned on him right there. Very nice. And now kicking right into the midsection here. Now Dolph Ziggler now. Is he going to do an upper? Is he going to do, net breaker right there from Dolph Ziggler. Huge there from Dolph. And now what's he going to do here? Now Dolph Ziggler now, no, net breaker. And not net breaker right there. What's he going to do? Oh my God, that is a sweet chin music onto Fury. It's going to be over here. Is it going to be? And it is. And Dolph Ziggler wins here on Monday Night Raw. A huge win for Dolph Ziggler. A huge win for Dolph Ziggler here tonight on Raw. And now here comes the body protection of Austin Fury, Omos. And he's going to powerbomb him for a consecutive week again on Dolph Ziggler. And oh my God, he is hurt again like last week. He could end up paralysed by the hands of Omos. He hasn't done it once, but he's done it twice on Dolph Ziggler in the 2 consecutive weeks. You cannot handle the muscle and the hottest prospect in sports entertainment, the future WWE World Champion, Austin Fury.
It's an amazing, exciting, intense match. In 30 years, it has shown to be the most spectacular event of the year. 30 wrestlers, 1 winner. Main event championship match at WrestleMania in April awaits. Most eliminations by the Demon Kane of a record of 36 eliminations in the Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio lasted an hour in the 2006 Royal Rumble. No one never got the most wins as Stone Cold Steve Austin with the 3 Royal Rumble victories. Santino Marella lasted a second in the Royal Rumble in 2009, who lasted less than any other WWE wrestler. Stone Cold Steve Austin won a total of 3 Royal Rumbles. No one never got most wins as Stone Cold Steve Austin with 3 Royal Rumble victories. Undertaker and John Cena entered the Royal Rumble number 30 and won the Royal Rumble match as most, who entered 27 went and won the Royal Rumble match. 58% of winners go to WrestleMania and won the WWE World Championship after winning the Royal Rumble, as all WWE wrestlers are eligible to be in the Royal Rumble to chase their dream. Whoever wins the Rumble and go on to WrestleMania and may become the new WWE World Champion.
Let's get straight into this contest right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. It's Chris Jericho, Y2J, Chris Jericho. And let's see how it comes down to Chris Jericho. It's going to be a very big matchup, it's going to be. and we'll see how it all comes down to. And on his way to the ring at 225 pounds, Y2J, the Lionheart, Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho has been in the wrestling industry for the last 30 years in professional wrestling. And this guy, of course, Chris Jericho, is the alpha male, and he knows that this is going to be a very big matchup for him here tonight. And Chris Jericho's got action with Johnny Gargano, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a very good matchup to see Johnny wrestling Johnny Gargano to get his opportunity here on Monday Night Raw to take on a guy like Chris Jericho, a guy who's been doing it for quite a long time. And we're going to have this match happening here on Monday Night Raw. And Chris Jericho was involved in the Battle Royale a couple of weeks ago when it was Samoa Joe and won the Battle Royal itself to get a ticket to go into the Royal Rumble to take on Bobby Lashley for the WWE World title. And he could have won that match, he could have done, and could have made a fight the almighty Bobby Lashley, but unfortunately he got eliminated and he will not be involved in that instead. So in that sense, he's got a chance in another position in his career in WWE, a singles competitor, and here to take on a rookie like Johnny Gargano. And this could be a very interesting matchup, I've got to say, right here, right now. And here we go. Let's get this contest on the way, ladies and gentlemen, here right now. And on his way to the ring, and here he is, Johnny wrestling. On his way to the ring, weighing in at 200 pounds, I give to you Johnny wrestling, Johnny Gargano. And Johnny Gargano, he is a top performer, an absolute top performer. And we know this guy, this gentleman, has got a very big match ahead of him. He is probably a guy who's done it all around the world, Johnny Gargano, for the last 15 years, wrestling independent wrestling to get to where he is to this day. And we know that Johnny Gargano wants to make an impact against Chris Jericho. These two are probably one of the best technical wrestlers in their own kind of moves they've both got with their own agendas. And it's going to be a quite interesting one to have two technical wrestlers taking each other here tonight on Raw. We're going to see how this match comes across between Johnny Gargano and Chris Jericho right here. And here we go. This is it. It's Johnny wrestling versus Y2J, Chris Jericho. And here we go. And let's get this contest underway right here, ladies and gentlemen. And it is Johnny Gargano versus Chris Jericho, Y2J. It's going to be a very good fight, it's going to be. And now Jericho now picks him up and he puts his knee there. And he's really putting the pressure on the back of Johnny Gargano right there. He is. Now he's picking him up, here he is. And now what's he doing? Y2J. Oh, what's a flip there from Chris Jericho. He's been doing that through the years he has in professional wrestling. Now he's going to pin. Oh, a kick out right there. Nice right there from Johnny Gargano right there. And the Lionheart, wherever he is, Chris Jericho, he's done it for the last 30 years. He performed in Japan. He wrestled all around the world. And we know that this is going to be a very good matchup to probably elevate Johnny Gargano's career. Because this guy has not really done much, to be honest with you. Or a guy who hasn't really been in the spotlight as he is to this day right now, to be in a match like this against Chris Jericho, the famous Chris Jericho. And what a jump there from Johnny Gargano now. Is it going to be? Is it going to be? And a kick out there from Chris Jericho. Yeah, Chris Jericho did kick out there. Very nice right there he did. And now what's he doing now? He's trying to jump onto the mid position into the ring right here on the ropes. And now it's like Johnny Gargano now trying to make Chris Jericho crawl himself up here. Now picking him up, here he is. Now fists right into the face right there. And now a bit of a tussle right there from Chrissy Jericho there to Johnny Gargano. And now elbows right into the side of the face there, right in the ear of Chris Jericho. And now what's he doing here now? Johnny Gargano. Oh, big punch right into the face. And now, oh, big body slam down it was. And now, oh, trying to punch him there, but he couldn't. And now Johnny Gargano here. And now, oh, fist right into the face here. Now Chris Jericho, oh my God, skull crushing finale right there. That's going to be over, I think, on Johnny got wrestling right here. Is it going to be? And he kicks out though. He does kick out, he does. So he did very well the kick out he did there. Chris Jericho did. Very nice there from him. Now the elbows right there from Chris Jericho right there. Now all good elbows there from Johnny Gargano here. Johnny wrestling aka. And now what's he doing here? Showing some fists and punches right into the side of the face. And now, oh, kick right into the side of the face. Fantastic right there. And there you go now, Chris Jericho now fighting back, here he is. And now he's pulling the arms and the legs here of Johnny Gargano. And now what's he doing here? Oh my god, he's going to do it. The Walls of Jericho. The Walls of Jericho. He's going to make Johnny Gargano tap out. He's going to the Walls of Jericho. And Johnny Gargano's really fighting off Chris Jericho right here. And what a contest. I could not believe that Johnny Gargano has absolutely handled Chris Jericho like that. I couldn't believe it. He could have probably tapped out, but this Johnny Gargano guy has got something about him, he has. I wonder why he's got a big chance here tonight's matchup to take on the famous Chris Jericho. And he just actually got out from that, submission. And this guy's probably a future in WWE, I reckon so. And now Chris Jericho now picks Johnny Gargano up here. And now trying to punch him right into the face here. What a clothesline right outside of the ring. We've got some nice performances, of course, here between these two guys. Probably the best match of the night, I reckon, between Jericho and Johnny Gargano. They're both technical wrestlers, they both are. They're both technical how the way they play their craft in professional wrestling. Right there, that flip right there onto, obviously, Jericho. They both are the exact same personas they are from how the way they wrestle. And they're both colliding here tonight. And this is probably one of the best matches. The fans are very, very entertained here. They are. And they should be entertained. They should be. And an elbow drop right into the back of Chris Jericho right now. And now what's he doing here now? Johnny Gargano now trying to pick up the finisher move here on to Chris Jericho here. What's he going to do? Is he going to hit it? Oh my god, submission. Submission. He's going to make him tap out. Is Jericho going to tap out to his move? Is he going to tap out? Y2J, Chris Jericho. Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? Is he going to? He's going to try and tap out. No, he doesn't. He tries to fight off. He does. He fights it off. He fights it off. And Chris Jericho has done very well to fight off Johnny Gargano's submission right there. Absolutely wonderful and fantastic right there. And now, big clothesline right there from Johnny Gargano. And now what's he going to do here? Now Johnny Gargano here with the frog splash, or try to, but he puts his knees up very nicely right there. He did try and protect himself and try to do a clothesline right there. He tried to. Now punches right into the side of the face. And now flip right there from Chris Jericho. And flip right there from Chrissy Jericho right there. And now it's going to be a pinfall right here. Is it going to be? And a kick out there from Johnny Gargano. Johnny wrestling kicks out. And trip up right there again. Clothesline there from Johnny Gargano. And now is Johnny Gargano here. Oh, punches right into the side of the face, and a skull crushing finale right there. Skull crushing finale. And right there, a skull crushing finale move right onto Chris Jericho right there. Beautiful. And now it looks like to me that Johnny Gargano now is going to hit the finisher move here onto Chris Jericho here. Johnny wrestling to win the matchup, ladies and gentlemen, maybe so. Oh, spine backbreaker is going to be over here. Chris Jericho's going to lose, I think he is. Is he going to? It was a huge win for Johnny Gargano here on Monday Night Raw. Defeat one of the best performers in sports entertainment, Le Champion, Chris Jericho. And it looks like to me that Johnny Gargano is offering to shake hands with his mentor and his guy he looked up to through the years, Chris Jericho. And this is tremendous sportsmanship from Johnny Wrestling, and he shakes hands Chris Jericho after the matchup. Things are going to kick off here as we know that Seth Rollins is scheduled to speak about being #1 contender for John Cena's WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble. And here he comes, Seth freaking Rollins. My journey started 2 weeks ago now on the first Raw of the new year of 2023 and defeated 2 frauds in a triple threat match to determine my spot as #1 contender match for next week's episode of Raw. And then I walked into last week's Raw and I curb stomped Demon Kane so hard on the mat I pinned him 1, 2, 3. And now I'm facing the franchise of WWE, the champ John Cena. And at the Royal Rumble in 2 weeks now, all due respect to John Cena, he won't beat me. He hasn't even wrestled any matches so far in the space of 6 months after beating Samoa Joe at SummerSlam. And now showed up here tonight on Raw. He hasn't even showed up. And it makes him so vulnerable going into the Rumble. And I'm Seth Rollins. And I'm going to become the new WWE Television Champion. As this year of 2023 is going to be Seth freaking Rollins. Yeah, baby! It seems Seth Rollins said what he has to say here on Monday Night Raw here tonight. As we know, John Cena is not here tonight due to media outside work away from Raw. But he really needs to take Seth Rollins very seriously going to the Royal Rumble. Let's get this match underway right here, right now. The next match of the night is Ricochet, the one and only Ricochet, is coming to the ring right now in action. It's going to be a very beautiful matchup, I've got to say, between Ricochet right here, right now, and also as well, yes, we all know that's going to be coming to the ring. He's got a match with Cedric Alexander, his former best friend, his former tag team partner, let's say. And they could have become new tag team champions, they could have been, at the pay-per-view of SummerSlam until Cedric Alexander turned his back on Ricochet and joined the Hurt Business, Shelton Benjamin and MVP's group. And that's a stable group between those 3 guys. And obviously Bobby Lashley, the guy, probably distanced himself away from the Hurt Business as he's got more attention and focus on his going into the Samoa Joe fight at the Royal Rumble in a couple of weeks from now. But he is in action with his former best friend, Cedric Alexander. And there's a bit of an emotional matchup going to this one, I reckon. Because, to be honest with you, these 2 are best pals they were. They were like ham and cheese they were, Cedric Alexander and Ricochet, as a tag team partners, until when Cedric stabbed him in the back, things have really changed on from that. And he's got a match against him right here, right now, in a singles match. We've been waiting for this moment for quite some time since Cedric turned on, obviously, Ricochet. And we'll see how this match will come across. On his way to the ring, accompanied by MVP and Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Business, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cedric Alexander. Cedric Alexander, the other half of the Hurt Business, he was a partner with Ricochet, but he did the deed and turned on Ricochet. And here tonight, we're really looking forward to seeing this match to happen. We've been waiting for this for 6 or 7 months to see these 2 go one-on-one. And we've never ever seen Ricochet really direct with Cedric Alexander what he did to him. So it's probably in a good way. These 2 are going to settle their differences in the ring right now. So this could be a very interesting one. Okay, we've got here Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. And this could be a very epic matchup, I've got to say here. And here we go. And let's get this contest underway right here between Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. These 2 were best friends once upon a time. They were ancient history now. But now these 2 are going to be putting their differences to one side and fight each other here on Monday Night Raw. That's what we've got to set our differences in the ring. And that's all. Now kicking the head right there from Cedric Alexander. Now net breaker there from Ricochet. And Ricochet right there is just, he knows that he wants his focus is to win this matchup here tonight. He wants to beat Cedric Alexander so bad for what he did to him when he turned on him and joined the Hurt Business. That's probably hurt Ricochet's feelings, it probably has, in a way. And to be honest with you, the Andrew Tate 2.0, Ricochet, is going to not be happy about that. He's got to take that differences to his side against him. But anyways, at the moment, these 2 are squaring off in the ring. And these 2 cruiserweights are going to make this match very special, hopefully so. Very personal between these 2. And now Ricochet now just booting him right into the side of the face right here. And now what's he doing here? Oh, clothesline right there. Nice clothesline. He tried to. And now, he tried to do something there, but he couldn't. And now, Hurricanrana right there. Hurricanrana. Hurricanrana. Now Ricochet right now. What's he going to do here? Oh, 450 splash. Got to be over here. It's got to be. Is it going to be? Is it going to be? And a kick out there from Cedric. Nice kick out there from Cedric Alexander. Nice one right there from him. And that's something that he'd be very proud of. He will be. But now it looks like to me that Cedric now fighting back. He is. Yeah, big fight back he is from. Oh, big boot right in the side of the face there from Ricochet right there. The one and only Ricochet. Now this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now trying to kick him right or boot him in the face, but he couldn't do that. And now, oh, flip there from Cedric there to Ricochet right there. And these two are still battling out one another here in the ring between these two gentlemen. A big boot right into the side of the face. It looks like MVP and Benjamin are distracting Ricochet. And wait a second from behind as Cedric Alexander goes and clotheslines him down onto the mat here. It looks like to me Cedric Alexander now is going to hit the number check on Ricochet. And it's going to be all over here. Really big distractions there from the Hurt Business, Benjamin and MVP, to make sure that Cedric wins here tonight. And he does. A huge win for Cedric Alexander, and he'd be very proud of himself here tonight. A huge win for him. And here's your winner, Cedric Alexander. And Cedric, of course, won the matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But wait a second. He's not finished yet with Ricochet, his former best friend, his former partner. And oh my God, Cedric Alexander is now beating down Ricochet here. We'll get some referees and security out here. And now Shelton Benjamin, MVP, the Hurt Business, will join on with Cedric Alexander to take down Ricochet, his former tag team partner. And really, he just really turned on his former best friend. And now let's get to the main event here tonight. And here comes the leader of the Hurt Business, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the almighty Bobby Lashley. We all know that Bobby Lashley, of course, has really distanced himself away from the Hurt Business, obviously, because he's got his attention and focus going into this big match against Samoa Joe at the Royal Rumble in a couple of weeks from now. But these two apparently they have to bond each other before their fight, of course, at the Royal Rumble, because Eric Bischoff said even earlier here today, before kicking off Monday Night Raw, that Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe have to be partners before the pay-per-view of the Royal Rumble in a couple of weeks from now. Last week, Eric Bischoff was very proud that Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe did team up last week and took out Yokozuna last week on the special, the 30th anniversary of Monday Night Raw. And now this week, these two guys are going to take on the club, Gallows and Anderson and AJ Styles, in this matchup here tonight on the main event. And now let's get straight into his partner coming to the ring right here, right now. And it is the Samoa Machine, Samoa Joe. Yeah, the Samoa Machine, Samoa Joe, the big Samoan bulldozer. And he is going to be in big trouble going to this handicap match here tonight to team up with Bobby Lashley, his opponent at the Royal Rumble, on his way to the ring, weighing at 280 pounds. He is the Samoan bulldozer, Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, big, very, very big for him. We all know that Samoa Joe, of course, is a Samoan bulldozer himself. And we know that he is going to be very, very huge. He's going to be huge for himself to really, really team up here tonight. He's got to team up with the almighty Bobby Lashley to take on the club. And this is going to be interesting, it's going to be, I've got to say. So we'll see how this comes about. For a second week running now, that Joe and Lashley have been teaming up together now. They beat Yokozuna last week, they did in that handicap match last week. Now this week, could they beat the club here at the WWE's Monday Night Raw here tonight? Let's get straight into it. And now here comes the club in this 3-on-2 handicap match here tonight. And here comes the phenomenal AJ Styles with the theme music right here, right now. And on their way to the ring, a combined weight of 666 pounds. The club, Gallows, Carl Anderson and AJ Styles, the leader of the club. And these three guys have got an advantage here tonight, because we know that Bobby Lashley and it's just Samoa Joe, both of them are the only guys are only teaming up together tonight. Last week was probably a bit easy for Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe, as they took on one guy last week in a handicap match against a big 300-pounder Yokozuna last week on the 30th edition of Monday Night Raw. But this week, however, we know that it's going to be a 3-on-2 handicap match, as we know that Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley have to bond before the Royal Rumble, before they fight each other at the Royal Rumble. So this could be interesting, going to be. And here he is, AJ Styles, obviously here with Gallows and Anderson. It's a very interesting one. It's going to be a very interesting one. And I think this could be a very jam-packed action of entertainment here, ladies and gentlemen, here on Monday Night Raw. And here we go. Let's get this contest underway. It's going to be a very big one. It's going to be very huge. It's going to be on the cards here. And we know that it's going to be a big, huge one between now Gallows here and Bobby Lashley, the World Heavyweight Champion. And here we go, and let's get this contest underway right here. As the Almighty here is taking on against Doc Gallows here. And this will be a very interesting one. One half the club here in this match. Now Bobby Lashley, a member of the Hurt Business, the leader of the Hurt Business, now goes and takes down here Gallows here. And our big close on there from the Almighty, right, the World Heavyweight Champion. I know these two were really done well last week, Samoa Joe and Bobby Lashley. They're both meant to be representing Monday Night Raw, as Eric Bischoff wants these two to represent the show, as they are top guys on the WWE Raw roster. That's why they've been teaming up the last couple of weeks. They cannot lay a finger with each other until the pay-per-view of the Royal Rumble. Otherwise, Eric Bischoff's threatening to have this match postponed at the Royal Rumble if Bobby Lashley or Samoa Joe lay hands on each other, like they almost did, of course, on the second week of Raw coming back after the New Year. And now it looks like Gallows here now. What's he going to do here? Big clothesline right there onto Bobby Lashley, Almighty right there. Now it's going to be a clothesline pinfall here, is it going to be? And a kick out right there from the Almighty Bobby Lashley. Yeah, very nice there from the Almighty Bobby Lashley. And throws one to the corner of the ring. And now spear right there from... oh, no, big boot right into the side of the face. Nice. Now crawling there to now Carl right now. And now punch right into the side of the face. And now Carl Anderson here. Oh my god, no, he's trying to naked choke him here. Naked choke. Naked choke. And then Bobby Lashley choked himself out in the ring. And he goes now and tags Samoa Joe, the Samoa Machine. The big Samoan bulldozer right here now, booing him right into the side of the face. And now another big boot again in the side of the face. And now big boot once again there to Carl. And now, oh, another big boot once again there. Another kick again. And now, oh, trying to drop kick him there, but he couldn't. Now Samoa Joe had the fist right there, a bit of boxing, mixed martial arts punches there on Carl Anderson. And he's doing that in the ring right here, one-on-one here in the ring, as they both are tagged in. And now, oh, an elbow, on a kick right into the side of the face. And there you go, that's nice right there it is. Now big boot right into the side of the face here again. And now, oh, trying to do a DDT right there, but he couldn't. And now, oh, tried to. And now, neck breaker there from Carl Anderson. Big boot right there from Samoa Joe. And now trying to close on him, he tried to. And a big punch in the side of the face right here there from Samoa Joe. And now Carl right now is going to go and crawl and tag there Doc Gallows right here. And now Gallows and Samoa Joe are both at it right here, right now. They're both at it here. Bit of a chops here in the corner here. And now Gallows now picking up Samoa Joe. And now big elbows, big elbows, big elbows, big elbows, big elbows. Now Samoa Joe right now trying to tussle him right in the corner. And now throws him onto that side of the ring right here. And now Samoa Joe just probably want to wait for Doc Gallows to get back into the ring. He's probably a bit dazed off right there after the wax he's giving Gallows right there. And now it looks like me that Samoa Joe now punches him again in the face and put him to the corner here. And it looks like me that AJ Styles will tag in here. And Styles, of course, is being tagged in against Samoa Joe. These two have got a lot of history with one another, of course, way back in TNA. And also as well in the WWE itself, and also in the WCW last year when we had that running. These two had a bit of a rivalry. And now, Pele kick there, to AJ Styles right there onto Samoa Joe. Now, oh, Styles right there trying to kick him, but got out of the way from that he did. And what a nice turn there from AJ Styles there. The phenomenal AJ Styles. And now trying to look for a hot tag there onto the almighty Bobby Lashley, but he couldn't. Because it looks like to me that now AJ right now trying to pin Samoa Joe, and that's a big kick out there from Joe right there. Nice from Samoa Joe. And now what's happening here? What's happening here? Oh, another punches now, a couple of jabs here. And now Styles here. What's he? Oh, kicking right in the midsection right here. And now, oh my God, Styles here, the naked choke. The naked choke. He's trying to do the Samoa Joe's kilo clutch on Samoa Joe himself here. AJ Styles is right here, right now. Looks like Carl here trying to take out Bobby Lashley in the background here, it looks like. And yeah, he's trying to protect Samoa Joe's partner, is trying to. That's nice of him to do so, as we know these two have got really see eye to eye one another, as they both will be fighting each other for the WWE World Heavyweight title at the Royal Rumble between Joe and Bobby Lashley. They have to bond, they have to, before the show starts. This is what Eric Bischoff ordered them to, as they both are the role models here on Raw compared to the other members of the roster. So that's why really they've got to pair up together and be friends for at least 3 weeks before their matchup, and that's what they have to do. Now Samoa Joe right now boots him right to the side of the face right there. Very nice there onto AJ Styles. Booting him right into the face now. Goes after Gallows right there, he does, Samoa Joe. And goes after Carl right there again. Very nice there from Samoa Joe here. And what's he doing here? Trying to do something. He's trying to hit some jabs here onto AJ Styles. Now Styles now into the corner right here. Now chops right to the chest. Very nice, very nice. Got to say 1, 2, save right there. Got to say the save. Very nice there, save. Now Joe now goes into clotheslines AJ Styles. Oh, trying to elbow him there. He tried to, but he couldn't. And now, no. Oh God! Another slap in the face right there. Now Joe right now shows some jabs here on AJ Styles. Now into the corner. And now, oh, elbow right there. And a big boot right there from Samoa Joe right there. Boot in the side of the face. And now, oh, now bleeding here. It looks like he's bleeding. He's open. He's busted open here, Samoa Joe is. And now he's got his attention now focused on AJ Styles right there. Yeah, he's bleeding there, Samoa Joe. He's bleeding and hurt. He's very angry. He looks so angry after being busted over by Carl Anderson. Now Styles from behind there took him out. Now Styles right now trying to do something here, or some move. I'm trying to hit the Styles Clash perhaps, so but he's not, because he's got to pick him up in the air and drops him down on his head right there. And it looks like Samoa Joe is really hurt, unconscious it looks like here. Is he going to be? And he kicks out there, Samoa Joe. He kicks out, the Samoa Machine does. Now what's he doing here now? Oh, big takedown right there from Samoa Joe right there. And Joe of course now takes out Carl, trying to take out Carl, but Carl puts his knee up right there to not him getting fallen out of the ringside here. It looks like to me that Samoa Joe right there is in the ring, just want to take things to his own hands against AJ Styles. They've both got history one another, we all know. And a big boot right to the side of the face. And there's an argument here between Bobby Lashley and Samoa Joe here. These two will be fighting each other at the Royal Rumble, but these two are tag team partners here tonight. These two are exchanging words here. And now Bobby Lashley ditches his partner Samoa Joe and walks off out of the ringside here. It's now Joe's been left alone here in the ring, tagged in. And he's been hit with a Styles Clash here to AJ Styles here. And it looks like to me the club have defeated Samoa Joe and also Bobby Lashley here tonight. A huge win for those two. And here are your winners. Gallows and Anderson, AJ Styles, the club. And we'll see you guys next week on Monday Night Raw, because that's going to be a wrap here today on the show from tonight. As myself here today, Martin Cole, Brian Saxton, Corey Graves, and we'll see you next week on Raw.